Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter Walton will launch his big attack on Steffie Forrester at FC. After over a decade of being like a member of the family at Forrester Creations, Carter is willing to destroy his career for his new gal Hope Logan. But, is he making a huge mistake? We have been questioning Hope Logan's reason, but no bone has maundered an eye at Carter Walton's crazy behavior. Hope Logan stay pious to Carter seriously. Did Hope put a spell on him? Their love came out of left field, and overnight Carter was smitten with the hope for the unborn star. The two were in each other's world for nearly a decade and no way noticed each other until now. Carter and Hope's grand love story clearly is accessible for her. Her knight in shining armor fell in love with her just in time to save her career and get vengeance on Steffie Forrester for her. Hope would be a fool not to take full advantage of the new man in her life, but are passions for him real? Recently, Hope has been falling in love with a lot of people. Right now, Carter is her idol, but he also hasn't really had important competition. Liam Spencer isn't done trying to love his ex-wife. And when the booze starts flowing at this time's vacation parties, there's a good chance they might hit the waists. How will Hope admit to Carter that after he declared war on the Forresters and risked everything for her, she accidentally slept with her ex-husband? We really want Carter to find love on Bold and Beautiful, but can Hope stay pious to him? Hope Logan is pushing Carter Walton to take control of Forrester Creations. Still, after Carter becomes in charge, Hope Logan could be betrayed. Is it possible that Carter will snappily get over Hope and move on with someone new? Could that person be Penelope Poppy Nozawa? Carter is a handsome Joe, well-mannered, dresses well, and has a good job. So, it's surprising that Carter is so unlucky in love, especially working in a fashion house full of models. Each time Carter thinks he's set up love, he ends up with a broken heart. Zoe Buckingham, Quinn Fuller Forrester, Paris Buckingham, and Katie Logan. Now Carter is moving mountains for Hope. Suckers have been suspicious of Carter and Hope's love from the morning. While numerous suckers criticized poor jotting, perhaps it's all part of the plan. Perhaps it isn't supposed to be a credible love story. Perhaps Carter opened up about liking Hope, and she took full advantage of that. At first, I wasn't certain, and I'm generally Team Logan these days. Still, after Hope kept pushing Carter to subscribe those LLC papers, alarm bells went off. Carter keeps telling Hope that they will run Forrester Creations together. While Carter inked the LLC papers, Hope did not. That means if Carter takes a fall, it'll just be him, indeed though Hope is the one pushing the idea. When Carter mentioned valuing his connections with Ridge Forrester and Eric Forrester, Hope should have accepted it. Rather, she cried and stuck the LLC papers in Carter's face. While Carter's plan might work, Hope might not end up with what she wants. Still, he might fire Steffie Forrester Finnegan and reinstate Hope Logan, if Carter does take over. Still, Steffie is a smart cookie and will probably compass some kind of justice scheme. Steffie might open up to Lee Finnegan, who could come up with an idea. Lee would love to use her family's retired bench for some good. Lee might encourage Penelope Poppy Nozawa to go after Carter romantically. However, also Carter might stop pushing so much for Hope for the future, if that happens. In fact, if Steffie is right and Hope ever gets into men's heads, also Poppy might be saving both Forrester Creations as well as Carter. While Steffie's situation might spark Poppy's temptation scheme, what if she actually does find true love with Carter? Brooke intimately hears about Carter's and Hope's vengeance plot against Forrester Creations. It's a real shock, to say the least. Over at the office, Steffie questions Carter's fidelity to the company, while Ridge maintains that he's an inestimable part. The commercial drama keeps getting further violent, and you don't want to miss it. Brooke aloud. That Hope was on the right track in her new relationship with Carter. Brooke held Carter in high regard and aloud. He was the kind of man who could truly support Hope. Also, she was spooked at the unfairness of Hope's blasting and did all she could to endorse for her son. Now, Brooke overhears Hope and Carter talking about their plot against FC. She must hear the details about getting Ridge's and Steffie's autographs on LLC paperwork to subscribe the company over to Carter. Naturally, Brooke can't believe what she's hail. She knows her son and Carter to be good, honest people. How did Hope's blasting push them to avenge in such an underhanded way? Likewise, how can she keep this information from the love of her life, Ridge? Carter returned to Forrester with good intentions. He tried one final time to move Ridge and Steffie to bring Hope back to FC. Steffie wouldn't budge in her position, and Ridge followed. The personality and wrathfulness showed on Carter's face. He held the LLC papers in a brochure like a armament. Ridge and Steffie gave him no choice. It was time for Carter to move forward with his preemption plan. Ridge feels Carter is necessary, but Steffie questions his fidelity to the Forresters. Brooke learns a shocking verity. Ivy Forrester may find herself in a dangerous situation due to a recent commitment she made. Ivy pledged to exhaust all her coffers to guard Electra Forrester, who's understandably anxious about the possibility of her former snooper resurfacing. Remy Price has been digging into Electra's online presence and has just come across the press release revealing her position in Los Angeles. With Remy asserting that Electra can't escape his notice, he's poised to disrupt her life formerly more. Meanwhile, Ivy is determined to uphold her pledge to guard Electra at all costs. As Ivy's cherished bastard, Electra has her aunt ready to face any challenge, indeed if it means facing serious consequences. Still, Ivy's commitment carries a foreboding tone, suggesting we should brace ourselves for implicit fermentation ahead. Known for its dramatic twists, frequently featuring shocking character exits, could Ivy be the coming to meet a woeful fate? In a discussion with Deadline last September, B&B head writer and administrative patron Bradley Bell expressed the challenges of bidding farewell to cherished characters, admitting occasionally, it's a necessary part of Liar. To maintain our credibility as pens, we've to make tough opinions and let some characters go, Bell stated. I make it a point each time to increase the stakes and exclude further characters. Last summer, we with a murder riddle that led to the shocking departure of Tom Starr, followed by the death of Paul Hollister. Barring Ivy would have significant counter-accusations, as she's far from a disposable character. Being a Forrester, her fate would reverberate deeply with numerous. Still, considering Ivy has been a central figure for a while, this could be a strategic move to remove a crucial character without immolating one of the main stars. Alternately, Ivy might face a hijacking or severe injury due to Remy's conduct. There's a chance she could end up in a coma, battling for her life in the sanitarium. Anyhow of the outgrowth, it seems likely that Ivy will find herself in pitfall due to her commitment to guarding Electra. Carter tells Hope what they're about to do is going to enkindle a disagreement. Hope tries to spin it appreciatively, saying their reckoning could evoke a Belle Époque. Carter prodigies if the result will be worth the ramifications as Ridge is his stylish friend and he's been devoted to Forrester creations for times. Hey Carter, flashback how Eric called you over to sleep with his woman. Hope agrees the company is just as much a part of her as she grew over there until she was cast away like a dirty rag. She says hope for the future had openings to succeed but was stifled due to the overall situation at Forrester Creations. Carter and Hope both agree they used to feel like part of the Forrester family, but no longer. Carter asks Hope if they're going to risk everything to try and take over Forrester Creations.